Okay, let's jump into the second indicator that you are ready for more. Here we go. You are curious. Curious. What do I mean by curious? It means you have a strong desire to know or learn something new. Think about my story about my transition from strong Christian patterns of behavior to moving into learning about a different type of understanding around spirituality. It was a strong curiosity. I was open. I wanted to research. I wanted to look at YouTube videos. I wanted to hear from speakers. I ordered books. I talked to people. And guess what? I even attracted people who were already in the space that I was moving into, who became my mentors and my teachers. And my curiosity, I was able to just express myself and ask plenty of questions and get coached in the way that I was divinely going. So when we speak about curiosity, it's your desire to explore and discover a world that you may not know currently. It's a way for you to get your questions answered and to figure out an understanding around assumptions that you may be making, or even assumptions that other people may have. It's you seeking understanding for something that you are naturally being drawn to. Notice I said naturally. Okay, naturally. You don't force curiosity. Curiosity comes naturally, and your curiosity is based on your inner being wanting you to get in touch with what is already for you. When I say inner being, I also mean your soul. It's an invitation for you to expand your level of consciousness. Again, you can't ignore your curiosity. It's like if you want to cook a recipe, a new meal. How do I do that? You go Google and you try it out. Think about your expansion in that same way on different levels. There's an interest, a curiosity, even if it's different from what you already know or how you live, don't ignore it, because the curiosity is natural. It's innate. It's a trait that drives you to seek answers, make connections, and satisfy your innate sense of wonder, innate soul wonder. So be curious. Embrace the curiosity. Uncover, unfold, discover, because in that unfolding and discovering, you are unfolding and discovering. Being curious is your source of growth. It is your way to evolve and develop, and it exposes you and will expose you to new opportunities. It will help you to develop in areas where you doubted yourself. It will position you to be ready for something that maybe 2 years ago you wasn't ready for, but you really wanted to do it. It's going to introduce you to knowledge, new skills, and it fosters a sense of lifelong learning and self-improvement. See, curiosity inspires us to push the boundaries of what is possible. It inspires us to get closer to our more. If you're not curious, you don't position yourself for more. And remember what I said, curiosity comes naturally. In this work of becoming more, we do not force anything, ladies. It's a divine spiritual process. We move based on what we feel. We take action based on what we feel. We pick up a book based on what we're naturally curious to learn. We listen to a teacher who is offering something to us that naturally speaks to us. Ladies, in this life of more, we don't force anything. Follow the call, like in step 1. Go with the flow. And when you feel yourself having a question, go forth and get the answer. Don't be fearful. Okay, my friends, here we go. We are at the second indicator. You just heard some great teaching, and that indicator was around you being curious. You know that you are ready for more when you are curious. And so let's do a quick review on what we just discussed. So when you are curious, you have a strong desire to learn something new. You're wanting to discover and explore something that is unknown to you. You have a growing interest in networking with different people with different experiences and different backgrounds and different ways of thinking. You are naturally attracted to the thing that you are curious about. It's not forced, it just comes natural to you. So when something is natural, you can't ignore it. When you are curious, you're wanting to expand your consciousness. Yes, you want to awaken what is already awakened. You want to bring it to the next level. You want to go into deeper realms of understanding as it relates to your consciousness. When you are curious, you are allowing yourself to evolve and develop and to grow. That's how we get to our more. So let's do some reflection work, and I'd like to offer you some coaching as it relates to indicator number 2. So the first question that I'd like you to take time to reflect on is, how are you honoring your curiosity? How do you feel when you ignore your curiosity? When you don't honor it, how does that feel to you? The next question is, in what ways does your curiosity inspire you, uplift you, and motivate you? And then the next question, where do you have a strong desire to learn now? What are you interested in right now? Let's go to the next group of questions. What are you passionate about? What are you waking up to? You know, think about waking up to some new information, a new way of thinking, a new way of being, a new practice to life. What are you waking up to? Because it is literally like waking up and coming out of sleep and being able to see. That's the curiosity. The next question, what have you been naturally drawn to in the last 3 to 6 months? What has just been interesting to you? What have you Googled lately? The next question is, what questions do you have that you would like to be answered about anything? Nothing is too big and nothing is too small. What are you curious about? Dig in. Go get those questions answered. But first, get clear on what it is you want to get answered. And then the last question for indicator number 2 is, what are you trying to make a difference in? This question is important because if you are trying to make a difference in a certain situation, with a certain area of your life, or maybe in a way that impacts others, you naturally have a curiosity about it. And so if there's something you are feeling that you should do to make a difference in your life or others, and you ignore the curiosity, you block yourself from the growth, the evolution, and the expansion of your more. So that's a really important question I want you to dig deep in and think about. Now, after you finish doing the work around these questions, you have an action to take for this particular lesson. And this is action number 2. Satisfy your curiosity. Don't ignore it. Feed it. Don't be closed-minded. Be open to new ideas. Try new things. Don't judge yourself and don't judge others if something that they do is different. Be curious about it. Meet new people. people who may be different from you, people who are doing things different from you, people who are interested in and are doing what you are interested in. And ask lots of questions. A curious person always asks why. They dig deep to understand. Your curiosity wants to be fed. Your curiosity wants to be satisfied. Don't deprive it. Don't keep it hungry. Don't starve your curiosity. Feed it. And so as you go through the week, look for opportunities to satisfy your curiosity. Look for opportunities to learn something new, especially as it relates to something that you are being naturally drawn to. Talk to people about different things. Ask questions and watch how you grow. Watch how you evolve and watch how you become more. All right, let's move into that third indicator.